We've all heard it. Employees don't leave organizations. They leave the leader or the experiences that they had. But this can be really discouraging for leaders who are truly trying to value, inspire, support, and hear their employees, and yet they still leave. As an organizational coach and HR specialist, I help leaders understand that sometimes the way we value people is the way we want to be valued. For example, I recently had a client who told me they had a top-notch employee, stellar in their skills and abilities, and they would give this employee the responsibility of training every single new employee. Why? Because for them, being valued in an organization meant being given new work, being recognized for their skills, given a promotion. And yet when I talked to the employee themselves, they said, yeah, I recognize my boss values my abilities, but they don't hear me. When they give me all these new employees, they never ask me, based on your experience, what skills and abilities should we be looking for in our new employees? What new training techniques or onboarding information should we be providing them before we give them to you to train? When you're struggling with someone who just doesn't learn the new skills, instead of blaming me as the employee, I want the employer to help me provide a performance improvement plan, maybe even engage a new coach, somebody that can take over and maybe train a new way. Although the employee didn't know that they were being valued, it just felt like more work. It was frustrating and discouraging. And they weren't given any more money for this coaching responsibility, which is also a key value sense. So if this sounds maybe a little familiar or makes you rethink how you're approaching your employees, trying to make them feel valued and inspired, engage in conversations around VISH. I'm Carrie-Lynn Hotson, an HR specialist and a leadership coach, helping you really understand just what's behind employee retention, organizational health, and business success.